Okay, students, okay, we will start the second session. The next speaker is Mr. Frederick Yong. He's our friend from Science Park. We have been working together in many incubation program and also in some startup program with our university. Fred is a very good speaker in how to guide the students or startups in finding angels or finding investors. So he will give you a presentation on how to make up a 50-minute approach, and how a 1-minute approach for getting investor. Before we start the next session, I would like to thank for Frederick's participation as our speaker. So we have prepared a souvenir for him. Please, Fred.
Okay, good morning everybody. I understand you come from various backgrounds and probably different universities. Now my presentation here originally was planned for technology-related companies, but being a social enterprise, probably the technology element will not be that much. However, but the concept will be the same. Now, just want to have a quick show of hands. How many of you are studying in the technology discipline, for example, engineering or science? Okay. Any from business school? Okay. Any from arts and humanity? Okay. Yeah, so social enterprise. Right? Okay. Now, some of the slides that I'm going to talk about may not be relevant to you because some of them are really talking about raising a big chunk of money, say a couple of million US dollars. So, but for social enterprise, for you to start, probably you are not looking for that type of money. But the concept behind of why we talk about that will be the same. Now, incidentally, I understand you will be doing a 15-minute presentation. The preparation here that I have for you this morning involves a 1-minute presentation, which I will try to skip for the time element. I'll talk about the 15-minute one, and then if I have time, I'll go back to the 1-minute one. Now, on this part, okay, let me try to. Now, basically we are talking about, in a presentation, what we are going to talk about in 15 minutes, and how we do it, and so on and so forth. Now, my slides will be divided, I think I have basically, this presentation involves about 16 slides, but I probably will have a double, meaning 32. I have a template, and then I have a sample. Okay, the sample will talk about how to use the template. So, the first one is that, okay, now in your presentation for 15 minutes, there are many, many ways as to the sequence of the slides and what you are going to talk about. So this is one of them. I mean, you can have a lot of different samples when you look at different books, and then they give you different ways of doing it. But this is one of the many, many ways. Now, in the first slide, now this is probably the first slide, you talk about your company. Make sure that the audience will know that they are listening to the right company in the presentation. So basically, you talk about your company name, the date of establishment, and the background. And if applicable, your technology or business focus. Now, what is DTTP? Direct and to the point. Okay. In the first line, make sure that it is direct and to the point. For example, your company name, Video I Hong Kong Limited, established June 1997. Now, go back to this one. the technology or the business focus, so directly to the point. It is a software company, focuses on video image capturing and transmission via different communication media. Now, for the technology audience, this will be very obvious. A software company focuses on video image capturing, meaning basically you must have a camera. So you capture the video image, right? And then you transmit via different communication media. So you capture the image through a camera, there must be a software, and then you transmit to somewhere else. Okay? So it can be through internet, it can be through copper wire. Now, Hong Kong, you don't have copper wire anymore. And then there can be a GSM phone, and there can be fiber optics. Okay, so very clear what your company is doing. Software company focuses on video image capturing and transmission via different communication media. Now, after you tell people or the audience your company name, what your company is doing, then you try to address them what problem you are going to solve, or what happened, or what is the problem in the market. Why do you have this company or this product? Okay, so there must be an issue in the market with no matching solution. Okay, so there's a problem or an issue in the market. Or an issue in the market that the current product cannot completely resolve. So there's a market gap, or in short we call it that is a gap. This is what the market wants. This is the problem. This is the solution. So there's a gap. So you try to build a product that bridges the gap, right? So your solution that completely solves the problem, hopefully. Okay. So this is just the second slide. So, for example, so now, this one is the template. So this one is the real thing. The problem, lack of effective visual monitoring surveillance system for remote location operation. Bracket. One monitor from one camera in the same building. Now imagine in the CCTV, what we call the closed circuit television. It is in the same building, one camera and one monitor to look at the image. Now, of course, you know, when you look at the solution today, it is completely different. So your solution, VDOI VM1. Now, the reason why we put a bracket on remote CCTV. Now, because CCTV, everybody knows what is a CCTV. Remote CCTV meaning that it is remote location, different locations. A video monitoring system, remote CCTV, that can display in real time 16 images from 16 different locations worldwide in color through copper wire telephone network. Now imagine this is 1997. Okay? Turn the clock back 12 years, 1997. Is this something? Now, sorry, go back. Your solution, why is address or solve the market problem? Because the market problem is one camera in one location and one monitor. Now, so remote location, different locations, 16 images in the same mode, and remote and color and real time. Okay. Now, defensible technology or defensible niche or technology niche. Now, this applies to technology-related business, but even in the social enterprise, I still think in order to make it work, you need to have something special. Okay? Because don't ever mention you have no competition, because in the world there must be competition. Apple Computer once said in the board that Apple Computer has no competition. Now you look at Apple Computer. Now they have to sell iPhone, iTunes, and Apple. For example, you have a patented technology, or you have a guarded secret of production, or you embed a software in a chip. Now, for a social enterprise, probably you do not have this. But you still have to think about something. For example, well, now you are in the university. For example, the Premier of China is your drinking buddy, or the grandson of the Premier of China is your drinking buddy every other day, you know, after work, and you go to a bar. So this is your niche, because you know somebody, and then this is